Hello, hello. I'm Christine the Mean. Today I've got an exciting Global Clash Cup War for you all. This is King's Circle versus Simple Clashers in week 3 of the qualifier stage. And I see that I already have, it might be Themo and it might be Timo, I'm not sure, in my chat cheering Go Reckless. So yes, Go Reckless and Go King Circle, both. We're excited to see them both play, but good to have a Reckless fan here. Themo or Timo. I'm not sure how to say your name. So let's see, who do we have playing today? All right now, so I'm kind of like an in-house streamer sort of for King Circle. So this is the home team. We have KR Gordy, KR Toms, KR Chris, KR Big Tommy, and then we have Pocha, who refuses to put the KR in front of his name and has hearts instead. So that is our lineup for King Circle today. And on the side of Reckless, who is warring from this clan Simple Clashers, we have, is it Ikaisa? Ikaisa Schnitt? Ikaisa Schnitt? I think it's Ikaisa Schnitt. We shall call this person Ikaisa Schnitt. We have X-Sid, probably just Sid. We have Declan Harp. We have Aries. And we have the 30 centimeter true damage, or DMG. So we're going to go with Kaisa, Sid, Declan, Aries, and 30 centimeter for the names of these. And on this side, we're going to call them Gordy, Toms, Chris, Big Tommy, and Pocha. So this is indeed week... I say it right, Timo? Okay, good. Good. Got it. Thank you. So this King Circle comes into this. We've won both the first week and the second week. I don't know. Reckless, what's your... What's the Reckless record in the Global Clash Cup? I did not go out to Clash Score and check because I know that there's some... Oh, we're having some data challenges. So I'm on staff at Global Clash Cup also, and I know that there's just some data challenges going on between us and Clash Score, and all the war data is out there. It's just trying to get that leaderboard sorted has been a little bit of a challenge. So I did not go out there and check because I'm not sure how accurate it is. I think it might be accurate for clans that have had just regular wars against regular opponents where there have been no disqualifications and everything's been done from a clan that had a good clan tag and everything. But if you were any of those other things, there might be some inaccuracies. Hello, Nanka. How are you today? Good to see you. I'm here with another Global Clash Cup War. So the first hit in this war should come in at 45. We still have a full 5 minutes before that first hit comes in. I am super good. Super good. I am, although I'm a little, I'll just say it, I'm a little tired. Yesterday I run this thing called Fantasy Clash. And yesterday we did 3 separate live drafts for Fantasy Clash associated with the Alpha League, and it's just a lot of work. So I'm a little tired. But other than that, I'm great. Happy Monday. So, yeah. So I don't know. Timo, do you know the record for Reckless in the Global Clash Cup? And Timo, do you play? Are you one of these players, Timo, or are you just a fan of Reckless and Simple Clashers? So let me see if I know anything. Oh, I could go through the hit times. I already told you that. Oh, you're just a fan. Okay. All right. You're just a fan. There's no, actually, you shouldn't say it like just a fan, right? Because that sort of devalues the role of fandom, and fans are like super important. So I didn't really mean to devalue it, just a fan. I just was not sure because sometimes so this is something that happens to me a lot, which is that somebody will have a different name on Twitch than they do in game than they do on Discord, and somehow they expect me to remember all of those. Which I am frankly just really bad at remembering. the three different places I might see you with different names. So I wasn't sure, Timo, if you might actually be on the map and one of these players might be you. But it's totally cool to be a fan. I myself do not play at this competitive level, but I am a fan of a number of clans. So I can see how that would happen. This is part of why I started running this thing called Fantasy Clash, is because I wanted, like, I have like these favorite players that I wanted to put together in a clan, but of course you never can because they're loyal to where they are, which is part of what makes them great players. So I started Fantasy Clash thinking that I could come up with my own fantasy team and pretend they were playing. And I do that. I was, yeah. Anyway. So Global Clash Cup, Gothic Division, I believe had something on the order of 400-ish clans admitted. And maybe it's, yeah, something like 400. It was a lot. And maybe 450. Anyway, it was a lot. And, you know, we've been working through all of the data flow with Clash Score because you literally cannot keep all of those statistics manually with that many wars happening. I mean, it was 400 and some in just the Gothic division, and then there were 7 divisions. And so we ended up totally with 650 clans, 325 wars a week. So, you know, if you just divide that out, and it's like 50 wars a day. So nobody can keep track of that manually. So we're working with Clash Score to try to get it all integrated so they can keep track of everything with automation and we don't have to, like, write all kinds of things down. So I think it's going to work. It's just, you know, we're into week 3 now and don't have quite all the kinks worked out yet. And I really wish we did. We will get there, though. So the first hit is supposed to come at 45 minutes. Reckless was Team A. They did send the challenge like they were supposed to, and I did remind them before that they're Team A. So Reckless should be hitting kind of any time now up to, like, it's 45 minutes, so probably in a minute is when Reckless will be coming out of the gate, and we'll see what kind of scary attacks Reckless is going to bring to the table today. Actually, it'll be fun to see what kind of attacks everybody brings. I have been enjoying recently a fair bit of diversity in the attacks. You know, for a while I was casting wars, and it was all hybrid. Hybrid. And a couple months before that, it was all yetis. Just yetis. So the thing that I like now is that there's some hybrid. And hybrid is a really nice hit, you know. And there's some yetis, but it's like it's not all those. My guess is that we'll see some inferno dragons and probably a dragbat or something. I don't know. We'll see. Hello, Drewby. How's Drewby today? Good to see you, Drewby. Inferno drags are OP. Well, when I watch them, they appear to be OP, and when I try to deploy them, they appear to die quickly. So I don't really know what I'm bad at the Inferno drags. Okay, so Reckless Sid is going to start us off today with a hybrid on Gordy. So Reckless Sid has a sneaky gob and a baby drag and a wizard down here at 6, clearing out a whole bunch of buildings. And throws in a loon and the queen now at 7 with my favorite queen skin. And she's got her healers, and she is taking down the defenses and doing all the things. That looked like a super wall breaker that maybe didn't quite get as far. Maybe I can't remember if that wall was already open. I guess it probably wasn't. All right, queen's going to go in. Clan Castle comes out. It is full of a whole bunch of little things that are all being poisoned, and the queen is going to take a while to get them all down. Sid's got a rage on her, but does have to indeed pop her ability to deal with this pain in the butt of a Clan Castle. And it drops in another one of those super wall breakers, but the queen is dead. So the queen, it does not get the Clan Castle, nor does the queen get that scatter shot. Oh dear, I think that both of those things Sid wanted. So Sid is now sending in the hybrid army, straight full send at the town hall. Has hogs moving in towards that scatter that the queen didn't get. Everything else is on the town hall. And Sid uses the warden ability through the town hall. We've got a rage here. We're going to get through that scatter shot. The siege barracks hogs have now come out and are heading up towards the compartment at 12. There's a contingent of miners that have split off to the right and are kind of going in towards the eagle compartment, but they seem to be getting picked off by that expo. We'll see how far those get, if they get anything more in that compartment. Everything else heading up to the top at 12 o'clock. We still do have our Royal Champion ability. Last freeze spell is now down to protect her from that scatter shot. I don't know. This is looking a little tight to me. I think we're gonna run out of oomph before we get it all down. I think we'll see if that Royal Champion will get down that Inferno Tower. She does, and the scatter is maybe she'll get that scatter. I don't know. The enemy Royal Champ is right there too. Yeah, Royal Champ dead. All right. So, unfortunately, the clan castle and that the clan castle killing off the queen there early, I think was sort of a problem for Sid. Nice recovery. Made sure to get the double. Got that 83 is not a bad percentage to start with. So good try, Sid. Good to see that. Let's see. So we have Pocha. Rabani is Pocha, in case you didn't know that. Pocha on the map, who refuses to put the KR in front of his name and instead sends us all of his hearts and love right there. That's Pocha, Rabani. So the same thing happens to you. Well, that was kind of a nasty little clan castle in there that Gordy had. Now, one of the, Pocha's claims to fame is that he needs literally 17 seconds to plan his hit. So, if I was a betting woman, which I'm kind of not, I would bet that he's about to go in. He's about to hit, because he usually goes first with very little planning. Kick him. No, he's a him. Well, I think he's a him. He has a YouTube channel. He posts funny things on his YouTube channel. Clash with Pocha, I think it's called. Oh, are you not going in? Or are you? If you're seriously in my chat 27 seconds before you hit, I'm astonished. I am astonished at people who are multi-talented enough to do that and not get all worked up about their hits. I always get worked up about my hits. Always. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either, Nanka. Well, yeah, not really. Maybe I did once. Okay. Simple for president. You're in. See, Pocha. How are you chatting in, Pocha? So we do have Pocha. Like I said, his claim to fame is that he does not have to do much planning. And so he's got this Inferno Dragon with the Skellies. We were just talking about this. Nanka, you were saying how OP this was, and I was saying how it looks OP until you try it, and then it looks like all of your Inferno Dragons are dead. Let's see if Pocha's got a way to not let all of his Inferno Dragons die. Super baby dragons. Oh. There we go. They're moving in. And we have... a blimp coming into the town hall. So it looks to me like everything's dying off in the middle. Like I said, I always worry about that. But is it enough? Blimp does make it to the town hall. Ooh, hits a tornado trap. Didn't quite make it to the town hall. Look at those swirling loons. Freezes the town hall. Everything's moving in. Town hall down. Loons down. What's he got left? He's got a Royal Champion. And a King. Royal Champion ability used right there. Took out a whole bunch of defenses. Okay, I think that was... like, that looked dead to me. And now see here, he's done. And he's going to have, like, an entire minute to spare. How does this work? Like, how does this even work? Pocha, like, it looked like it was dead. It looked like it was totally done. And then all of a sudden, there you go. All good. He's like, all good. No problem. I know. Well, he has a YouTube channel where he teaches some of these things. Just like, all right, Pocha, can you put a link to your YouTube channel in the chat so I don't have to go find it? I don't have it in one of my, I don't have it as one of my preloaded commands. So... all right, so we have Pocha, like I said, kicks it off, 17 seconds worth of planning. Yes, put in your YouTube channel link. And so Reckless started off with a solid double at 83%. Was not a bad start. So we will get our next hit in about 2 minutes. King's Circle off to an early lead with Pocha, which I have to admit, after all of the wars of King's Circle that I have cast, this is not an uncommon situation. Pocha picks a good base and goes first and triples it. So, okay, I will look up your YouTube channel then, since there you are. Here you go. This looks like Clash with Pocha. I do have to admit, though, that I kind of watched one of the videos and I did not, I was not successful in learning how. Maybe I don't get enough practice. Okay, 36. All right, so one more minute. One more minute. These Global Clash Cup hit times, you know, we had this huge debate before the season about whether we should change them or not. Because, you know, streamers, we would really like for there to be one less minute in between these hits. But, the clans seem to struggle to hit in the hit times, which I can't really understand. So it's right now set with this plus or minus 2 minutes. And if you're going to take them in closer, like if you're going to tighten them up, then you also have to make the hit time windows smaller. And I don't know. It's tough. You like it this way? You know, I sometimes do because it allows plenty of time for chit chat and commentary in between. Yes, that is true. That's true. I can see it both ways, but we get complaints about it from some streamers. Okay, they say the wars are slow. All right, we have Aries from Reckless. Zapped out something. All right, what did Aries zap out? We are going to put some, we've got dragbat, so am I going to guess that that was a sweeper maybe? Might have been a sweeper. Who are these streamers? They're the ones who don't talk to the chat. Okay, Aries zapped out. It was probably a sweeper. I missed it. And now has the King moving in up here at 12. The Queen's going to follow in. We'll get down the Eagle. Bye-bye, Eagle. Queen will take down an Expo. Looks like the enemy queen's already dead. So Aries from Reckless is now able to send in this entire air army, all the drags and the loons, coming in from 2:30 to 3. Now Aries still has an ice golem, bat spells. There, we just used our warden ability right there. And the blimp. So in comes the blimp. Well, that'll head towards the town hall. So at least we got is that the full clan castle pull, or was it a partial? It didn't look like there was very much in there. What did I miss? So the blimp is heading in towards the town hall. Aries drops those bat spells right on top of the scatter shot. And they are working away on that scatter. So dragons on one scatter, bat spells took down the other. Tesla farm pops up, and the royal champion dropped in at 9 o'clock to help pick off some of these external defenses. Got a couple of drags still circling around in the 4 o'clock zone. Royal champion working on that hound and all those pups now. A few bats on the air defense. That looks like it'll work. Was that a swagged freeze spell that just happened right there? I think that Ares might have just swagged a freeze spell. So this looks pretty powerful. Looks like a triple. Very nice. Oh, hello, Rafi. How are you, Rafi? All right, that was a triple. You know what? I forgot to give Pocha the GCC triple, but I'm going to give it to Ares. Sorry, Pocha. Oh, what? You're Ares? See, you and Pocha both in the chat while you're hitting. That's like crazy. Crazy. Nice hit, Ares Rafi. See, here, I was talking about this earlier. People who have different... Now, at least your name in the Twitch chat is the same as in Discord, so I knew it was you. Rob Zoo. I don't know, Rafi. If Rafi is Ares, Rafi just had a really nice hit. So... I don't know if I'm gonna... I might not support you on that statement there. I would be happy to make a first Town Hall 13 triple with dragbat too. Christina Hilson. Hi, how are you? Normally he only plays yetis. Well, he did a great job with that dragbat. I don't really know why we would be judging for such a... Like, it was a good hit. It was a good triple. Was it your first trip? There's some sort of undertone of jocularity going on here that I don't think I know. But I'm totally hip with it. It's really just fine. What is that? There's a... Like, I'm not even following this conversation, but that's okay. We have another minute, and then King Circle will work to answer that hit from Reckless Rafi. Reckless Rafi of Ares fame. We have German in the chat. I don't really have good moderation skills at German. And we have a Lucas in the chat too. That's nice. Are you guys all Reckless fans? You guys all know Rafi? I mean, we had Pocha here earlier from King Circle. Let's see if anyone else from King Circle shows up today. Where are the clans from? Well, King Circle is mostly UK. Kind of a little bit all over, but mostly UK. Sort of with UK roots. And we'll check out what the Reckless says after this next hit, because it should be coming in at any second now. Reckless is a Gold 2 clan from Germany. Okay, nice. So this is the Gothic Green time zone. All right, come on, King Circle, where are you guys at? There we go. Toms. Okay, we have Toms. Tom's gonna hit on Declan with Yetis. Yeti Witch Bowler. All right, what's Tom's gonna do? Show us, Tom. Show us how it's done. Why does it look like there we go. Okay. He was just thinking. He was taking his sweet time thinking. So we have our Warden with some Coco Loons there. Warden's just working on some various items. We'll get to that air defense now. So I think that will allow Toms to drop the healers. I would say good luck, Toms, too. So we have our Warden just continuing to work. Warden very slow, as we all know. Baby Dragon in at 2 o'clock, 2:30. Little Wizard in here to help out. Baby Dragon's dead. We raged up the warden and the healers. What's going to happen now? A little over 2 minutes left in the attack, so we spent an entire minute on this warden walk. So Tom's drops that siege barracks there at 1 o'clock. And some witches with it, the P.E.K.K.A. and the king and the witches kind of heading to the 12 side. And yetis and bowlers going in through this wall opening. He throws down the jump spell to get them through this compartment with the scatter shot and in towards the clan castle and town hall. The clan castle is out. It's poisoned. Super minions. We still do have our healers. We've got something going on here with like a healer has peeled off and is healing one headhunter. And the yetis have decided they do not wish to go to the town hall. The yetis have all decided that they are going to go to the bottom. And we are in serious risk here of not getting that town hall down. So he has not yet deployed the royal champion. So is the royal champion plus a freeze spell going to be enough to get through that town hall and the inferno? And okay, so he starts out with the royal champion ability, takes out a couple of defenses, freezes the town hall. She is spinning on a tornado trap while that archer tower is trying to kill her, but probably and a bomb. He does not get the town hall. Oh, Toms. Oh no. I believe even if he had enough troops to get this done, he's going to run out of time. I think we have lost the town hall here. I mean, it seems obvious that we've lost the town hall. I thought he might get it with that, with the royal champion. But yes, the base builder obviously didn't want to see any of that kind of action and put in a few things to prevent it. Tristan's bait. Is this Tristan? Tristan is Declan Harp, or Tristan is your base builder? All right. Well, Toms, you fell for the bait. You were baited, and they gotcha. Bait Master 3000. Oh, for $500. Okay. That's about 10 times more than like a good base should cost, isn't it? I mean, I don't know should. Should's not quite the right word, but I think that's about 10 times more than what a typical pro base goes for, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. What do I know? Okay, we are here at 2 hits on each side. King circle with the 4. So we started off with the poach a triple. Tom's brought us back down to a double with that single there. So we are at 4. Simple Clasher's Reckless sitting there with an extra triple in the bank. He copies bases and just baits everything. Well, I mean, so the funny thing about bases is people who are really tuned into them, they have this base memory that astonishes me. Like they'll know if they've seen a base before, and they'll know where they saw it and who had it. And to me, this is crazy. Like, there's so many bases that are like sort of how do you remember? Like, I do not have the memory to be able to remember a base. Unless I've seen the same one like 100 times, I don't remember it. It's just very odd to me that I'm gonna put you all base builders together and say you all base builders with your base memory astonish me. I could see the same base 3 times in the same day and not remember how I hit it the last time. It's silly. So the next hit was supposed to be at 25. And we're now at 24. So come on, Reckless. You know what? There's really nothing I hate more than filing hit time protests. Okay, there we go. Maybe we have a server sync issue. We have Kaisa on Big Tommy with another hybrid. Got an invisibility spell in there along with... Alright, Kaisa also is gonna think about this for a bit. 3, 2, 1, we're thinking. All right. Kaiser with a couple of loons. And clearing off at like 8:30. The blimp going into the town hall. Rage spell on the blimp. Queen behind. Clan castle is out. Town hall does go down. The healers are gonna like, oh, I thought he was gonna lose the healers. Thought they were gonna drift in, but nope. Or Kaiser. They did not. So we now have that whole clan castle on the queen. Poison is down. Throws in. I don't know, that was either a sneaky goblin, it was maybe a super wall breaker, but it died. That's surprising. So we now have another super wall breaker. There we go. Okay, so that one did indeed work, and oh, that was a couple of black air mines on those healers. Invis spell down on the healers. Queen does get the scatter shot, and the hybrid army now being sent in at like 8 to 9, with the warden and the royal champion all together. The queen is nearly dead. It looks like we'll see if she lasts. The enemy queen is in there shooting at hogs, but she's now dead. And Kaiser's queen is back up to full health. No ability, but full health. I'm going to take out this X-bow. We still have hogs and miners in this compartment. It looks like there might be enough here for another triple here from Reckless. Is it enough? Is it enough? It might be enough. It looks like it's probably enough. There's probably enough cleanup. I'm just not going to totally commit yet. Yeah, okay, it's enough. Now we can totally commit. That is a triple, another triple for Reckless for the Simple Clashers. Nice job. Kaiser Schnitt. Good job. And you will get the Global Clash Cup triple. Woo! Nice job. Okay. Now, Reckless is not making it easy here. It's not going to be easy to recover from a 1-star for my friends from King Circle. And Reckless is not, is like playing with no pity. So I guess that's the right way to compete. So the question is, why are you called Reckless, and why is your clan the Simple Clashers? Are you reckless? So our next hit should come in at 20 minutes. There we go. We're right in there with Gordy. Oh, Simple is your event clan. Okay. Gordy with the hybrid. Queen up top. He's ready to charge her in. Gonna charge the town hall. Did a bunch of Coco Loons as the healer's down. Throws in a few more loons. Just gonna help out a little bit here. Queen is now inside the compartment. Rages up the healers, rages up the queen. I think that was the clan castle that came out that he just froze with the town hall. Another loon coming in. Queen will get that town hall down. Now, I don't know if did we get any of the clan castle before? Just a little bit? I'm not sure. So we've raged the queen again, poisoned the clan castle as it comes out. Couple of hogs moving in towards this inferno. Gordy's clearly got a couple of objectives here and doesn't want to put his whole hybrid army in until he takes care of these objectives. So the queen is now working on the hound pups, and the hybrid army coming in from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock with the warden. As you would expect, Pekka working around towards the bottom. The queen is still in here, but those healers are, they were distracted, and now they're back. Let's see. Hybrid moving in on that scatter shot. Queen moving in towards this other one, but she is going to die, I think. Yeah, she's dead. So we have our Siege Barracks Hogs coming out and moving in towards the Eagle at this point. This P.E.K.K.A. is still working around on the outside. We've got miners in there. We've got hogs in there. Do we have enough going after that inferno, or maybe no? Well, maybe. 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 It's looking tight to me. It's looking like it might be, but it might not be. The scatter's kind of a big deal. We don't have anything on it, and it's going to, I think, slowly but surely pick off all the troops. Let's see if I'm right, or if something can go in there and grab that scatter. I think Gordy was hoping that his queen would go in there and grab that scatter. He's got 27 seconds left and a whole bunch of Teslas popping up. This is just not looking like Gordy's going to be able to get this done. I think we are going to end up with some 90s something. Maybe it won't get to 90. I was thinking it'd be a 90s double. 88% double, something like that. Good try, Gordy. Solid effort. It would appear that your queen didn't do what you expected her to do, and you didn't get all those objectives. So, okay, I have a space heater in my room, and I'm dying of heat stroke, so I have to turn that off. All right, so 3 hits on each side. Simple Clashers ahead by 2 stars. You, Reckless, you must be feeling very, very good about it. So you're playing SCCWL and Reckless. Okay, and the other Reckless event clan. All right, I got it. So this is really just where you go for backup or something. Events. So King's Circle is part of the King's Rock Push Clan family, and but they play SCCWL out of King's Rock. So even though both of them are champs one, they're not playing it in King's Circle. It's interesting. Okay, let's see. Timo. Oh yeah, I can't read that. Okay, the next hit from Reckless should be coming in about a minute. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if they suddenly have pity in 1 star. That seems unlikely, doesn't it? You guys are looking pretty stout. Oh, we're in. Okay, we have Declan. Declan hitting Chris with the Super Witches. Okay, we got, I used to say that when you start Super Witches with a Warden Walk, you're for sure going to time fail, but I've seen recently at least a few of these work out okay. So I am not going to call a time fail already because it's premature. So the Warden Walk is happening. Declan has thrown down a couple of other troops to help work through this section faster. And that Warden will get down that, gold storage. We'll see how long it takes. It seems like it takes forever. But I guess we want the Eagle. I guess Declan wants the Eagle. So plops down King and Siege Barracks at 9 o'clock. Well, the Warden works through the Eagle. We're down to... All right, the witches are in. So at about the 2-minute mark, Declan dropped those witches, has this jump spell down. So the Warden did get the Eagle. We've got a couple of witches. Let's see if they're all going to move back in. The clan castle has come out. And out of the siege barracks come those hogs. We do have our witches taking the jump spell in towards the middle. We've got hogs on the scatter at the left. We've got another jump spell going into the scatter on the right. We have a few hogs over there by the town hall. And we've got our queen still up in the middle with her ability. There still is the royal champ yet to be deployed. Again, we've got a minute. So the Royal Champ now comes in at 10:30. Ability used. And she is on the Town Hall with the invisibility spell. So she will get that Town Hall down. Probably. It seems highly likely. We needed more traps on that. Yep, Town Hall goes down. So Declan's got some cleanup troops working around the top side of the base. We still have our witches. A couple of witches are up. Things are being fried by this single inferno, though. Sort of one at a time. As it happens with a single inferno. This does not feel like it's going to triple to me. I think we're just petering out. So Declan is going to end up with a high double, but will not be adding to the triple count for Reckless. Nice try, Declan. 1 hour later, is that you're talking about how long we with that warden walk? I know, that's like an hour later. You're probably talking about another war. I'm talking about how long a warden walk lasts. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So, if King's Circle does 2 doubles and Simple Clashers only or does 2 triples and Reckless only doubles on their final, there's still a chance. There's still a chance. But the chances are narrowing, I would say. So, I think I said it earlier. King's Circle came into this at 2-0 in Global Clash Cup, and I don't know how Reckless is doing. Don't know what your record is in Global Clash Cup. Maybe Rafi knows, because Rafi's the rep. Rafi, what's your record in Global Clash Cup so far? Because they've got this weird thing with the leaderboard where you're not in groups and all that matters is your star count, and you get a 3-star bonus. You're 1-1? Okay. So you get a 3-star bonus for the win. So, it's one of those things where even if you lose, like if you lose a war at 14-15, that's kind of devastating in a lot of cases. But on the leaderboard, losing a war at 14-15 is better than winning one at 10-10 on percent. Just the way that leaderboard works. So it's I don't know. It's just interesting. We'll see how it all works out with the leaderboard at the end of the season. All right, so King Circle will do another hit here somewhere in the next 30 seconds. And then the final hits both happen at the same time. So I will do my best to pick one. After the King Circle hit, we will know which one matters. All right, we got Tommy going in. Tommy with, what do we got? Super Wizards. Yetis and Super Wiz. All right. What's he going to do with his Yetis and Super Wiz? Well, we got a sneaky goblin down here right in front of where that warden is. Going to help out with that storage. Drop down the healers on the warden for the walk. Found some Teslas. Of course. Of course he found some Teslas. Of course Kaiser Schnitt has put Teslas there. Okay, and now we've got a Yeti and a Wizard at 3 o'clock. Clearing buildings along with the baby dragon. The warden's just working through these mortars. Another Tesla up there for the baby. And Yeti's going down. Jump spell into the... Okay, he's not actually even going for the... They're not... I'm not sure if that spell is going to get him into the scatter or not. I think it might not. He might be keeping him to the top. Sends in the blimp towards the town hall. He's got those super wizards in there behind that are clearing things. Town hall does go down. And the eagle is firing on the main troop set, but we're getting some good movement through the base. Now it looks like we got one, is it just one wizard on the eagle up there? Taken out by the king. Oh, but the queen's going to chase the king and the real champion on the king. Well, now they're both going to go after the eagle. All right, so that's going to go down. Eagle goes down. Top compartment is now cleared. The queen and the champ are working together on some of these other items. We still have our queen ability, still have champ ability, still have a minute and a freeze spell. So is that enough to get through what's left here? We've got that scatter in the middle is a little scary. The champ's on it. Champ will probably get that down. She does. And Big Tommy's got 48 seconds remaining. Still has the queen ability and a freeze spell. We've got our standing enemy queen down here. He does not have a lot of troops left. So he pops the ability to help with the time, I think. The queen just shot his one minion. 25 seconds. Oh, I just don't think it's going to be enough. I think he's going to run out of time. If not, just have everything die from the queen. We'll see. I think it's not going to quite get there today. Freezes the cannon. Yeah. Queen dead. Queen dead. 2 seconds. Not quite the triple we needed there, Big Tommy. Okay, so 92% double from Big Tommy puts King's Circle at an 8. And Reckless at a 10 going into the final hits. So I'm just going to say it is highly unlikely that King's Circle can win at this point. It would take a single from Reckless. Let's see how the percents are. Reckless at 75, King's Circle at 72. Okay, well maybe if Reckless singles and King's Circle triples, we'd be okay. We'll have to see how that goes. I'm just saying, if you're wondering how it could still be in contention, but if you're Reckless, you're feeling good right now. You're feeling like you got this in the bag. And if you're King's Circle, you're feeling a little desperate right now. So we'll have to see how it all works out at the end. Simple is on fire. Hello, Mateo. Yeah, they've had a good war. They have had a good war. But it's always good to see a good war. We've had, let's see, some hybrid hits, Yeti hits, Inferno Dragons, a dragbat. This is one of the things I was saying earlier that I really like about what's going on in Clash right now is the variety of attacks that we get to see. For a while there, it was just all hybrid all day long. Fall into my bait, please. It is looking very good. Yes, you are right about that, X-Sid. I would agree. And you, X-Sid, are number 2 on the map. I see you there, X-Sid. Yes, very good. Are you feeling comfortable now? Well, of course you hope they would win. It's you, right? Oh, all right. So we do have... So the only chance King's Circle has is if this is a 1-star. So let's watch this until they get at least... And see if 30 centimeter true damage is able to at least get a 1. And... Well, actually a 2. But all right, so we got it's a queen charge. It's a queen charge Lalo. Queen charge Lalo, which from my basic experience is an attack that looks beautiful and is impossible. So I don't know which it'll be for 30 centimeter true damage, if it will be beautiful or impossible. But Pocha's Clan Castle is coming out, and that poison is down. We still have these super minions flying. They're kind of hanging out, throwing... Oh, no, they're dead. All right, so the queen is moving in, and 30 centimeter true damage. Pops down a king and has found a Tesla at 3 o'clock. Queen is in the middle. She's, so 30 centimeter true damage, has to freeze that Inferno Tower and use the queen ability. We got some skellies coming out. We got that Inferno. Oh, I think that queen's dead. That queen is dead. So 30 centimeter true damage throws in the Stone Slammer. And hounds and loons all wrapping around by the Town Hall. The Town Hall has not yet activated. But there it does it with the Stone Slammer plop. So 30 centimeter true damage right there gets that second star, which means they will win the war. He's got the 2-star. He did it, he did it, Pocha. 30 centimeter true damage, knew that he needed the double, and there it was. So sometimes you got to know what you need to win, and 30 centimeter got it. And it's possible that 30 centimeter is going to get more than just this double. This has the smell of a triple to me, Pocha. I think that your base maybe is about to. I mean, that eagle is still up, and of course there is still that whiz tower right there. And the whiz is going to, kill those loons, probably. Maybe it won't triple. All right, now I don't think it'll triple. I thought it would, and now I'm in... No, it's not going to. All right. So that will be a high double for 30 centimeter true damage, I think. 10 seconds, yeah. That'll be a high double. And that will be enough for Reckless to win the war. So we will back out and see if... Oh yeah, King Circle did not manage the triple either. So, all right then. So we will end this war with giving the win to Reckless. And yes, and good luck to you for your upcoming matches as well. Thank you for... So I want to thank Rafi specifically, because Rafi and I had a very pleasant negotiation on our wartime. It was just very easy, and Rafi was a delight to work with. So good job to you, Rafi, and to the entire Reckless team. Congratulations on the win. And we hope to meet you again in the playoffs. How about that? I will wait for the final screen to come up, but Reckless did a really nice job in this war. And we had 2 triples from Reckless, and we had Pocha tripling it from King Circle. Yeah, we'll have a rematch in the playoffs, because, we won't rematch during the GCC, and we won't match again, but in the playoffs we'll meet you. That's the plan, right? I think that seems like a fair plan. With the way that leaderboard works, you might be able to deal with a loss or 2 and still make it into the playoffs. We'll have to see how it works. Yes, we will. Pocha started it off with the triple and had us feeling good, but man, sometimes it's hard to come back from a single. So, all right. Congratulations again to Reckless. Good try to my friends from King Circle. We will get the next one. And thank you all for joining me. This has been another Global Clash Cup War.